to the Percy Jackson series, the original, change any scene or any character, like what would you change?
Excuse me.
Good question. You know, the thing that's hard about that is I think most writers would change pretty much everything, and I think I would too. So you just have to at some point declare it stopped. So I guess I probably wouldn't change anything just because if I open that Pandora's box, I don't think I would be able to close it again. I just want to change everything. I don't know. I might make the plot lines a little bit clearer because I think I know the book a little bit better, but I'm not sure how I would do that.
Okay. Let me see. With the King Chronicles finished, I've heard some kids that are wondering if the last series of Olympus novels will be finished up any quicker. If not, also, when do you plan on starting writing your Norse series?
Yeah. No, unfortunately, that doesn't mean that the heroes will be published any quicker. We would never publish a book, I don't think, in a series quicker than one a year. It doesn't give enough time for the last one to for the dust to settle.
Right.
You know, if we did that faster than that. So it's still going to be one a year. That only means that I get to take a little bit of a breath, but I have a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm working on, including the Norse series. The Norse series, I don't know exactly when it'll come out yet, but probably 2013, late 2014, early, somewhere in there. But I'm working on it already.
One detail, I know this has been bugging readers for a long time. Little indiscrepancies about character descriptions.
Okay.
For example, Percy and Annabeth's gray streaks in their hair.
Yeah.
Or the fact that Sea of Monsters, you described Blackjack as being a mare.
Right.
And then, you know, the next one is male.
Yeah.
They're just wondering about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I make mistakes. I mean, the thing about Blackjack, that was just totally a mistake. After the Sea of Monsters, I just threw Mare out there and decided, you know, I don't really want that. I want the Pegasus to come back, and I hadn't really planned on the Pegasus coming back, but I wanted it to be a male, so he had kind of an attitude. Hey, boss, what's up? So I decided to make him a male, and I just sort of explained it, just like, Percy wasn't looking very closely. And the gray streaks, they're still there, and in fact, they're mentioned in the MARK of ATHENA.
Okay. Alright, we've heard in previous stuff that you would choose Festus over Blackjack. One 50-50 would be, how about Tempest or Blackjack? Which would that be?
Man, Tempest the Storm Spirit horse is amazing. I think I feel really bad putting Blackjack down like this, but I've never really been into Pegasi much. I would love to have a Storm Spirit horse. That would be amazing. Although I wouldn't want it like disintegrating halfway while I'm writing through it.
I remember when you first brought in, the appeal was huge in reading circles.
Good.
Good question about Luke. I know he keeps coming up. Where did he end up in the afterlife, like, in the end?
The way I think I see it is that Luke went on and was reborn and is having another life somewhere. I don't know what that is, but yeah, his time in the series is pretty much done. I don't think we'll see him except in memories.
Alright, throughout the King Chronicles, you were kind of giving these infuriating hints that the Half-Bloods were there. Are you going to keep that up through the rest of the Heroes of Olympus, giving reverse Egyptian hints?
No, I don't do that in the Heroes series. I just put them in the Kane series to be funny because I see the worlds as existing side by side. And whether I'll mix them or not, I don't know yet. I mean, if I did, that would be, I'd have to finish up everything I'm working on first, and you're talking 5-6 years from now, so it's just too early to even speculate. But it was fun to do some shout-outs to Percy.
Okay, this is one major point of contention.
Okay.
As far as the character portraits, like concept art and such, do you know who does them? Because we've received numerous complaints from fans that they just can't stand them for the most part.
You know, that's the problem with putting something in visual art. The best picture is always going to be in your head. And as soon as somebody shows you a picture, a lot of people are going to say, that's not how I envisioned it. So I don't think any character art can really do justice completely to that. I think for the most part, a lot of the character art looks pretty good. I mean, for what it is, sort of, just sort of a, I don't want to say cartoonish necessarily, but sort of an animated version of what they might look like. I think most of them are pretty good, but are they as good as what you see in your head? No, absolutely not. I don't think any picture could do that.
I'll tell you right now, when word got out that you hadn't seen the movie The Lightning Thief, you've got quite a bit of respect from fans that you wanted to preserve your own mental image. So you know what I'm saying.
It's the same kind of thing. I think that you know, this story is always better than any visual story you can see. That's my personal thing.
All right,
We have time for one more.
Okay, one more. You know, we had to ask you this because it's just come up.
Yeah.
Greek or Roman?
You know, it really depends on the day. The more I write about the Romans, I mean, obviously most people are going to say Greek because we know Percy better and we've spent more time at Camp Half-Blood, so that's sort of the default answer. But the more time I spend with the Romans, the more I respect them. I do think Camp Jupiter is a place that would be really fun to be. So maybe Roman. All right, well, thank you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Can we get a picture?
Yeah, absolutely.
You were recording.
Yes.
Okay, good.